Nicky, how pleased were you with the start of the season for the A for the region and B for yourself?
It's difficult. We had a bit of mixed emotions before first half. We were really positive. Probably looking back at it, we should have scored more points, which would have, especially we were planted on the line for a good part of the first half, and we didn't come away with anything. So yeah, it was a good start in that thing, and then second half we sort of let them come back into it, which was disappointing. So, but again, the grit and the determination the boys show at the end to get that all important point is massive for us, and probably last year that's where we missed out in the playoffs, was those sort of extra bonus points. If they added up, we could have squeezed in the playoffs at the end. So, but it's a mixed reviews, but now that that's settled and adrenaline's calmed down a little bit, and emotion has, it's certainly a positive 2 points for us away from home. And then on me personally, it's similar really, mixed emotions. It was some good parts of my game, and then also some things I need to work on. And I'm just looking now, I think as a team and personally, just to keep on building and hopefully improve as the weeks go on.
Why did the team sort of perhaps go off the boil, after just in that third quarter perhaps? Or you seemed in command going into the break.
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously Scarlets, of course, they were going to come out raring in the second half after we started off so well, so that was expected. And just on us really, I think it's difficult. We knew it was coming, but credit to Scarlets, they did start the second half well. And yeah, I go back to that first half. I think if we scored more points in that first half, especially when we were planted on their line, I think that would have been game over.
So with yourself, I thought you started really well. The scrums seemed to go well, and you did a bit around the field. That must have quite pleased you, really, that performance.
Oh, thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, it's the beauty of this now is week in, week out, so it's not really much time to reflect on the sort of performances. As a start, yeah, it's a decent start for myself, but again, there were mistakes in my game, which I know need to work on. So yeah, like I said, it is a decent start for myself, but I still have a lot to work on, and I do feel like I do need to improve to be more consistent, and hopefully then, just get more game time really.
I mean, you've been out of the Wales mix for, is it 15 months or so? 14, 15 months since that summer series last year.
Yeah.
Has Wayne given you any indication as to why that might be?
No, so put it bluntly, but I think for me personally, it was just being, I know, just to be consistent. I think sometimes I have good performances, I have bad performances. I'm not afraid to admit that. So it's just being more consistent in my performances and just offering the stuff then, the sort of point of differences. Like, I do like to pride myself in set piece and my work rate on the park. So it's not overthinking it. Like, again, selection is opinion. So all I can do is just put my best version on the pitch week in, week out. Then the rest then is out of my control.
You're not inspired to follow Seb Davis and give him a phone call and ask him why you're not playing or you're not in the squad?
Again, it's difficult really, because we did have a little bit of chat at the beginning, and it is just on my point really. It was consistently, but then I think, look, I said selection's over opinions, and I know what I can offer, so all I can do is do that consistently and the best of my ability, and what will be. Then I'm 28 now. All I can do is to do my best in that, and yeah, of course, it'd be great if I can get back in the setup and put my hand up for selection, but also I won't, I can't lose sleep about it either. I've just got to concentrate with Ospreys, keep performing there, keep winning, and then the rest then will look after themselves.
But you're still pretty determined, we can conclude that, yeah?
Oh yeah, definitely, of course, yeah. I don't want to sort of, sorry, I had a bit of abuse said. I don't want to pull that down. Of course, of course, I'd love to be back in the Welsh setup. I'm not going to play that down, but I'm also not going to defy my performances, defy my week, depending on selection. I'll do what I'll do to my best of my ability and my points of difference and offer that week in, week out. And then after that, then it's out of my control. All I can do is keep performing and try and keep improving to put my hand up for selection.
Nicky, you're known for your play around the field as much as your scrummaging, with your ability at the breakdown, etc., your carrying, tackling. What is most important to you as a loosehead prop? Your scrummaging?
I think it starts with that, of course, but again, you can't really say I can't say, for example, right, I'm going to be a scrummager prop, but then you might only have 2 or 3 scrums in the game, and then outside of that, you don't do nothing. So I think a prop's a prop, and of course, set piece is important, and you sort of ruck work, and then obviously then it's probably gone away from the old days where you can just turn up, set piece, and walk around the pitch. You don't get away with that now. You've got to offer yourself an attack and defence, and I do my best to try and put myself in the best positions to make a difference in defence and attack.
What did you think of your old mate Gareth Thomas's efforts in South Africa in the summer? He played well.
Oh, I thought he's fantastic. I thought credit the guy. He's had a really good year, and that shows the consistency he's had with Ospreys. And then in South Africa, I thought he was brilliant in the free test. To be honest, I thought he had a stormer.
Just last question from me, really. You're up against the South Africans this week. The Ospreys sort of struggled against them really last year, losing all 4 games. Is the fixture that you look forward to, perhaps to put things right as a team?
100%. You can see what the South African teams have done in this competition. It has made them more competitive, put all 4 sides offer something different, but it's still the core values of a South African team being physical, set-piece dominance, and we've got to front up as a prop. That's exciting for me, and we didn't get it right last year against them. Could blame anything, a bit of a shock, obviously playing new teams, but we know exactly what the Lions are going to come with, and it's just up to us then to see if we can front up to that and pull in performance and get a win.
Brilliant, Nicky. Hope it goes well for you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Thanks.
You mentioned the mistakes in your game that you were looking at and the areas you want to improve. What are those areas that you've picked out to make improvements in?
I think, I don't know if it's a culture thing with the Welsh. We always seem to look at negatives first, and I'm no different. Obviously, I looked at that missed tackle at the end that cost a try, so that really frustrated me. And that was, that was a mistake of mine. And again, that's the first thing I looked at, and then I tried to look at the positives then. But I think it's just trying to be, I go back to it just being consistent. That's all. Just try and keep offering myself in attack and defence. Set piece, try and show that we're dominant, and it's just keeping on working. It's not trying to invent the wheel. It's just sort of trying to look at that performance and how can I make it more consistent. And I always look how we get more touches on the ball, how we can make more tackles. And I always try to look on how to better myself really. And that's like anyone. You never really go in a game and go, I've had the perfect game. You're always going to try and look to see, right, even if it's a good or bad game, how can I improve? And I don't look at a game no different.